Hi guys, it's Michael, and today I am excited because I just have my trailer hitch installed on my Honda CR-V, a 2012 in case you're wondering, and I got the 2-inch receiver put on there in preparation for mounting my new RockyMounts MonoRail, and that's the 2-inch one. So I'm going to unbox this, I'm going to put it together, hopefully install it successfully on my car, and I'm going to document it here for you guys to see. And in case you are thinking about getting one, we'll put it through its paces and see how it holds up. Did quite a bit of research before I decided on the RockyMounts. It seemed to be a good value, and it seemed to be a really solid rack. My only concern right up front is I'm hoping that the front wheel clamp does not hit the fork at all. I've got a carbon fiber bike and I do not want anything touching my frame. So that's my biggest concern, and I won't know the answer to that definitively until I get my bike on it. So let's start. All right, here's everything out of the box, and let me show you everything you got. The installation looks like it's going to be super easy, so I'm pretty happy about that. So these are your wheel trays. You've got 2 wheel trays, and then this is the base. This is what attaches to your receiver. When you insert the base into your hitch, you'll notice that there is a nut already welded inside. And the bolt that you're going to put in there is threaded as well. And you've got a washer and a lock washer on there. So just make sure you've got all those in there. And you can't just push this straight through. Like I said, it is going to screw in there, and that's what's going to make your base solid in your hitch. Okay, and then the other parts, here we have the wheel stops. And then those are the wheel cups. That's where your back wheel is going to go into that, and then the straps will go around your wheel and lock into the wheel cup there. These are the extension straps. If you've got a fat tire bicycle, you probably need to use those. Now, they do give you a wrench kind of a thing here that you can use for the installation. You don't actually need tools of your own. However, trust me, this socket wrench will make your life a lot easier, and all you're going to need there is, I believe it's a 19mm socket wrench, and then they do provide a hex key here for the other bolt installations here. Now you've got 4 and 4 bolts with washers and lock washers. Those are what are going to hold the trays onto the base unit. And then you've got a couple other bolts here, 2 bolts without washers, which go for these, and then the bolts with the washers go for your wheel cups. And then of course you do get your locking cable, which secures the bike to the rack. So there's only, the instructions are fairly clear except for one crucial step that for some reason they did not include in the instructions. But this wheel strap, you can see there's a hole here, and this actually gets put under the bolt that gets inserted. So it'll look like this. The strap will go here, and then that bolt will go through there. So that step is not included in the instructions, and so let's get underway here and see how long it takes. I'm thinking it's probably only going to take me 15-20 minutes. All right, so we have got it secured to the hitch. This blue handle here, when you pull it up, you can tip this down. This is going to be your operating position when you're driving. Pull it out again and it tilts down. That lets you open up your hatch without having to remove your bikes. It's a really awesome feature. I actually use this while I'm installing the rails or the trays for your bikes. So let's get that going now. All right, you can see the base. This is where the bolts are going to go through, and you have 4 holes there on each rail. So I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm just going to put this on. This gives you travel though, so you can adjust each rail a little bit so your bikes don't clash. All right, now we're going to install the backstop and the wheel cups. The backstop uses the 2 bolts that do not have washers, and both the backstops and the wheel cups have nuts already in place. What I like about the backstops is that these flip up when you need to put your bike in, but they lock into place when you're traveling without a bike. Now the wheel cups, and a very important step that's not mentioned in the instructions is to put the bolt through the strap first. Once again, there is a nut in here already. Make sure the strap is up before you tighten it down too much, or you won't be able to get it in the little groove here. These are the extension straps if you have a fat tire bike. So there it is. There is our completed installation. Now these arms pivot 180 degrees, so you can get them out of the way as you're putting your bike on and as you're getting your bike off. And then when you get your bike on there, this little blue button here is how you cinch this down on your front wheel. All right, well, let's give it a go. There's my bike, and it's going on the rack right now. when you're putting the clamp over your tire, make sure it doesn't touch your fork. Otherwise, you are going to get a rubbing, little vibration rubbing that is going to wear through your finish, your paint, could possibly even damage your carbon fiber if you've got carbon fiber bike. So make sure you get it very close, but actually not touching. Here's a little tip: if you've really snug the strap down hard on your rear wheel, before you try to release it, pull it down a little bit and then push that button. That'll make it a lot easier to release that strap. If you're just going to keep your bike rack on your car when you're not carrying a bike, this will flip down and actually lock into place here a little bit, which is really great. And the other thing is you can swing the arm over here, flip the wheel cup up a little bit, and then snug this underneath that wheel cup so this won't be flying up in the air while you're driving. And finally, you can pull the blue handle and snug this up real close to your car, and you can see took me about 20 minutes, and if I had actually read the instructions before I started doing this, probably would have taken 5 minutes less. But I have to say, this is extremely easy installation. There it is. What I really like is this blue handle here. You just lift this up and the tray goes down into the position you need to mount your bikes. And then this also blue handle, pull it out again, and everything tips down so you can open up your rear hatch easily. So far so good.